Hello and welcome to this Fronter video tutorial called a tour of Fronter. I'm Mr. Hernan, and in this video tutorial we're going to be looking at everything you really know to get started in Fronter. We're going to be looking at an overview of the user interface, which means the layout. We're going to be looking at all the personal tools that you'll have access to, and we're going to be looking at the My Today page, which is a very helpful part of Fronter. The first thing that I need to do is that I need to log in. I'm going to use a sample student. When you log in, you'll notice that you always sort of land in the same place. It's called School News, and it will have information that's going on in the school at the moment and in the future, things that you need to know. But I'll just talk about the top first. Here in the top corner of the left-hand side, you have the Fronter logo. You then have a drop-down menu that will show you all the rooms you're in. And I have a different tutorial that shows you something about how to add rooms to this area. You have your personal tools. You have something that says online, showing you who's online right now in Fronter. And there is another tutorial that shows you how to use this feature. Over here we have the name, your name, but here it says sample student because that's the name of this person. And these are all drop downs. If I click on the sample student one, it shows me I can log out. I can use the help icon here for help and access to my contact card. And hopefully you watched the video tutorial First Steps in Fronter to show you what to do with that contact card. Over here under personal tools, if you click on the drop down, this is a very important area to you here. There is the My Messages area, which the tutorial that I have posted here that shows you how to communicate in Fronter shows you how to use this My Messages center, but you click on that and it will take you to your messages area, and there are no messages for this person yet. Under personal tools, there's also My Calendar. If you click on that, it gives you a full page view and a calendar that you can move ahead and forward on. It puts all the events and assignments for any of the rooms or classes that you're in on the calendar already for you. Only the rooms that you're in will get events put there. If I click on my personal tools again, it'll take me to this thing that says My Documents. This is very helpful for you because you can create folders in here and you can upload files in here, and you can create files maybe for assignments and things like that. You can do a lot of things in here, and the best thing about putting information and documents into My Documents is that you can access it from anywhere that you can access Fronter. So you just need a computer and an internet connection, and that way you can store files that you're working on at home or in school all in one place here in the My Documents area of the personal tools. On the drop down again for personal tools, we have this thing called My Portfolio, which are your Fronter grades and information and statistics. And your official grades will always be kept in PowerSchool, but any teacher that gives you an assignment in Fronter, you'll probably see the grade here as well. But all final grades for things are in the PowerSchool logged on as usual. Speaking of that, this link right here, if you click on it, it takes you to PowerSchool and you can sign in there. X that out. We also have a link here for the student handbook in case you're wondering about any rules. If we open that, it will take you and it will show you the student handbook. And then there is this thing called search. You can search by clicking search for anyone in the school, and it'll show you them, I mean, and then you can click on that person and see their information. Or if you wanted to, like my email address, the phone number of the school, and my extension, and then the fact that you should follow me on Twitter, definitely. And it'll give you their email and all that kind of information. But if you wanted to, you could also communicate with people this way. And there's another tutorial called Communicating in Fronter that shows you how to do that. But that's it for what's under the personal tools right now. We might add more links as time goes on, but that's how you access those. The last thing I want to show you in this tutorial is probably the most important for you, It's always on the top. It's always here on the left-hand side, and it's called Today, My Today page. The My Today page is very important. It has this layout on here that has messages on top, which says no messages yet. Information Central, which has news, stickies, and discussions, which I'll show you in a second. Notifications on the right-hand side, and then if you scroll down, a short version of your calendar that only shows you this current week is what it shows you, the 5 days of the week. But why this page is important is this is sort of the dashboard of your life in Notre Dame. This will put all information that is relevant to you in this one place. So if teachers make announcements, which are messages in your classes, you won't even have to go to the room to see the message. It will put those messages right here. So it'll put several messages if there are several messages, and you'll know the messages by looking here before you go to the rooms. In the Information Central, you have the news is always on the top, and you've got these news things that were also in the school news area being printed right here for you. You have stickies. It says there aren't any stickies yet, but this tells you if stickies are personal messages, and there's another tutorial on communicating in Fronter that talks about them, but they're personal messages. There are no stickies, but if you clicked on stickies, it would show you all the stickies right here that have been sent to you. And then it shows you, by clicking on discussion, any of the discussion forums that you are a part of. And it'll probably show you some updates on what's going on in those discussion forums too as time goes on. On the right-hand side here, for notification, teachers, when they put in assignments that have to be due and turned in and tests that have to be taken in Fronter, they have the ability to set times for it to be due, but then they also have the ability to set a time to notify you. It's sort of a reminder. So you might see things here that will have notifications that a paper is due to be handed in. They might notify you 2 days before it's due or something like that so that you remember, and those things will show up here. Down here on the calendar, in the weekly view of the calendar, you'll get all the events and only the events that are related to your actual life. So it's only the assignments and calendar events from your classes, not from everybody's in the schools. And it will put it all here in one place. Obviously, this fake student is not a part of anything really, so you won't see them, but it will put them down here for you. If you want to add things to your personal calendar, you can do that too by clicking New Appointment. If you want to keep track of things for your life or your school life in here, you could do that as well. Okay, I think that's really all that I wanted to show you in this particular tutorial. So this should give you a pretty good overview of everything that's going on in Fronter and how you could use it. I'm going to log out now. Thank you for watching.